welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please make sure that you make the things happen so you can get notified every time I drop a new video. And yeah, we are back with another episode and we're doing Advantage Point in Japan 2026. This is our second Advantage Point if I'm not mistaken. Last year's was crazy and this is gonna be crazy. Advantage Point is the only time where we have like a setup like this where it's like two teams. The winning team gets the last 5 spots at the completion battle royale, right? So yeah, we are at Advantage Point. The last pay-per-view was Worst Nightmare. I did say that I'm not gonna record for Worst Nightmare, but then I'm gonna put it up on Reddit and on the Instagram AC Hybrid account. So this is what happened at Worst Nightmare. It was Mayhew and Raiden Tashiro. I'm not gonna tell you what happened. This is just like me showing you what we had at Worst Nightmare. It was quite a chilled pay-per-view. We had Mayhew versus Raiden Tashiro for the unified AC national championship. I did say that I'm trying to give Raiden Tashiro something to do. I'm trying to like see him. I'm trying to like see what it does, or how he's gonna, do as a singles competitor. So this was his. I think this is his first 100 in like singles competition, if I'm not mistaken. We had Scott Ringer versus Shawn Estrada in an Iron Man match. Shawn picked up a win. I did say that I'm trying to like give him like some sort of push, and this was kind of like Scott Ringer passing the torch to Shawn Estrada. I'm not gonna read everything, but I'm gonna make sure that I leave the link to Worst Nightmare or the Reddit or the subreddit, right? So that is what we had. We had Mustafa Vacy, Goda versus Eric Considine and Porter for the tag team championship. They ran it back, and this was just like handshake, sign of respect, because the tag team division is starting to look good again. We had this matchup here: Channing Tenseru, Alex White, Danatos versus Mohammed, Spencer, and Jin Bao, which was kind of like crazy. I thought this was gonna give me 100, but then it was a good setup, I guess. We had this match going on here. We had Aaron Matis versus Colt Brewer in a rematch for the world title. So that is what we had, and yeah, let's get into today's show. Man, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for the Advantage Point and the Battle Royale because I really want to record the Battle Royale. I've been planning the Battle Royale ever since I started this year, so it's gonna look crazy. It's gonna look crazy. So we have Fuego versus Mike Mayhew. Oh, what I did not tell you on the build. Okay, wait, let me just read these first. We had Fuego versus Mike Mayhew in a leather match for the AC Unified National Championship. It's so hard to say this. I'm just gonna say AC Unified. That's all, because having to say the full thing is just something else. We have Goda Mustafa Vacy versus Shawn Estrada and Spike Robinette. We have the Advantage Point Full Advantage games: Alex White, Manu Savea, and Tenseru. Danatos, David Geller versus Spencer, Mohammed, Furia, Jin Bao, and Shawn Estrada. We have Aaron Brooke versus Colt Brewer for the world title. So this is how our card looks. I think this is kind of like the shortest card because wow. Okay, this is like the shortest card I've ever booked this year, I guess, because a lot of people are involved in this full advantage games thingy going on here. So let me just read. I'm not gonna read the build for these two. Fuego versus Mike Mayhew. What I did not tell you guys is Mike Mayhew created a tournament. He created a tournament because like he did not have a lot of people to face for the. There were not a lot of guys who were actually gonna who are up to challenge for the national unified. So he created a tournament. This is how the tournament looked. It was Mohammed, it was Raiden Tashiro, it was Jack Corbin, Masato, Penn Wilson, David Geller, Daisuke, and Fuego. So this was the first round. If you're following the AC Hybrid page, I'm sure you saw this. So this is how it looked. Semifinals, this is how it looked. And yeah, the finals, it was Raiden Tashiro and El Fuego. Mohammed was supposed to win this tournament, but then he has this feud going on with Alex White, or his issues with the Alex White corporate ladder. There's that feud going on, which cost him, his opportunity to win his first singles title. So Raiden picked up a win and faced El Fuego in the finals, and we are here. They're facing each other again. I wanted to give the titles to El Fuego, but then I want Mayhew to have a long run, man. I've been misusing Mike Mayhew like I think in the last 3 years. So I think it deserves his moment. It deserves his run. So we have him here. I think he's gonna win this one. We have Mustafa Vaisi versus Shawn, Estrada, and Spike Robinette for the tag team championships. The reason why we have this match is because I think it was the first week after the Worst Nightmare pay-per-view. We had this triple threat match going on. It was Eric Considine Porter, Defiance. I changed that name from The Deny to Defiance, which I feel like is fitting, versus Scott Ring and Paxton Payne. So they picked up a win here. So yeah, they're basically number one contenders. And this one is a bit tricky. This is what I wanted to get to. Because I feel like the others are just like simple stuff. If you've been keeping up, it's just like there's a lot of stuff going on. But here, this one is what we came for. I feel like I need to make it like the main event. Should I? I think I should make it the main event. Hey, because no one is really interested in this. Sorry, no, I'm not saying no one is interested, but then I feel like the audience is more hyped at the Advantage Point. You came to Advantage Point to see the games, the full Advantage games. Why not make it like main event? Because I think the last one main event, the full Advantage games last year. Did we have a main event? I doubt. Hey. Decision Day, Pemberton Dove. Okay. We did not main event. We had this. Okay, now I see why it did not main event, because you can't compete against this. Oh my god. Flip. If we put the Advantage Point in the semi main event, El Fuego is gonna main event Advantage Point. Not El Fuego. Carl's Brewer is gonna main event Advantage Point twice. I don't know how I feel about that. But then let's not put the World Championship up there, man. I feel like, okay, I don't know. You know why I'm having a struggle here? Because I'm looking at it as like someone who's watching like the show, like sitting down watching on TV. What do I want to see first? Do I want to see the Advantage Point games, or do I want to see the world title first? So I think I'm gonna want to see the Advantage Point last, because this is what we came for. Like, this is star-started, so why not put this on the end? So I'm gonna explain the Advantage Point and how we came to this situation, why Manu Savea is now siding with Alex White, and why Shawn Estrada is siding with your corporate ladder. So let's get to it. Okay. Let's get into this one. It's Alex White, Channing Tenserio, Thanatos, David Geller versus Manu Savea versus Spencer Vincent, Mohammed, Azul Furia, Jin Bao, and Shawn Estrada. So this is our full Advantage games. This is how it's looking. If you remember correctly, right? Alex White is feuding with Spencer Vincent simply because he doesn't want Mohammed under the corporate ladder, right? Because Alex White, Thanatos, Mohammed, Baron Montego wants a faction, right? So the faction fell apart when Alex White got injured, and Mohammed and Thanatos started doing their own thing. And when they were like running solo, Spencer Vincent was like, you know what? Let's bring in someone, and let's bring in someone, to the corporate ladder, because I feel like we need a new superstar. We feel like we need like someone we're gonna give a push and whatsoever. So they went for Mohammed, who has never had a singles title run, who has never like got, the main event spots, who has never been considered as a main event and whatsoever. So they gunned for him, and Alex White was like, flip. He was like, flip. I know that my faction is falling apart, but why are they going for Mohammed? Because he knows that Spencer Vincent, goes around looking for stars who need like that taste of success and whatsoever, and he uses them. He gives them everything. Then after that, he uses them. So that is why they're feuding. Channing Serio and David Guetta are in the situation simply because Channing Serio is friends with Alex White and he hates Spencer Van Zandt in the corporate ladder, right? Manu Savea, how it comes to this point, Manu Savea has been contacted by Baron Montag. Remember, if you watched, you have to go back. You'll have to go back. Alex White and Manu Savea, remember, they don't like each other simply because when Alex White got injured, Baron Montag went on to manage Manu Savea and made him world champion, right? So Alex White and Manu Savea hate each other, but then Baron Montag was like, look, if you're heading to the full advantage games, I think you're gonna need someone like Manu Savea. Just put your egos aside. I think you're gonna need someone like Manu Savea. So that's how he actually gets involved in the whole setup. With the corporate ladder, Shawn Estrada. The reason why Shawn Estrada is not in the corporate ladder, but he's with these guys, right? I think I need to change this. I'm tired of the name, the Dina. I don't think the Dina suits the Defiance or something like that. Shawn Estrada is under the Defiance, right? So how he gets in this situation? Why is he teaming up with the corporate ladder? Simply because Shawn Estrada and Jin Bao were in a team last year. We're in the same team last year, if I'm not mistaken, and they won, I guess. Yeah, they were in the same team last year. So Jinba was like, okay, cool. If you're heading to advantage point and we're missing one member, I think we should bring in someone like Shawn Estrada. So yeah, Shawn Estrada is teaming up with the corporate ladder simply because Jinba feels like he knows him best, and Shawn Estrada helped them pick up a win in the last advantage point. Yeah, because I think Brendan Judge is not available. Aaron Mathis is not available. Jack Corbin is the last guy. Jack Corbin is not the guy Jinbao would go for. This is for storyline purposes. Jack Corbin hates Spencer Van Zandt, so Jinbao brought in Shawn Estrada. So that is why, and they also won. Last year. So it's like, okay, we're gonna need someone with experience, right? We're gonna need someone with experience. Shawn Estrada is gonna be the guy, and also Shawn Estrada has his personal goals. He has a new faction that he created with Spike Robinette and Jack Corbin. So this is kind of like an opportunity for him to basically help to have like some sort of relationship with the corporate ladder, right? So that is what is going on. And remember, when it comes to the full advantage games, you're supposed to have like a team of 5, right? How does this? Remember how I actually normally set this up? I choose 2 random superstars. Randomly choose two superstars. Those superstars are given time to create their own teams, and they create their own teams, team A, team B, right? Those teams are going to face each other at the pay-per-view at full advantage, at advantage point, and the winning team secures the last 5 spots at the Rumble, at the completion battle royal, right? And I did say this, the advantage point games are important simply because you don't want to come out first in the completion battle royal, and you don't want to go through the qualifier matches. That's just a lot of stress. So the easy way out is survive this, go straight to the battle royal, come out number 30, number 29, number 28, number 27, 26, you sorted. So this is the setup we have here. Should I read the rules? I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, I think I'm gonna read the rules. So that's the setup here. I'm not sure if I explained why Manu Savea is here, but okay, I think I did. So let's get straight to the rules. Okay, I explained the part where I have to choose 2 superstars. So there's something called the test week, right? there's something called the test week. This is where like the two teams face each other, and the winning team gets what is called a save. What's a save? I'm gonna read it here. I hope I wrote it here. Oh my god, I think I wrote it on the last on the go home show. So a save is basically an immunity. It's basically the advantage point, full advantage games immunity. If your team wins the save at advantage point, your team will decide which member of your team will have to take 2 pinfalls before being eliminated, because in this match it only takes 1 pinfall to get eliminated. So a save is basically something used as immunity, whereby before one member has to be has to be pinned twice to be eliminated. So I think here they chose, who did they choose here? Team A won last week. Alex White has chosen Thanatos as their savior. So in this match, Thanatos will have to take 2 pinfalls before being eliminated. So that's how it works. I think I'm gonna read the eliminations after. I think we sorted. Did I read this? Oh god. I don't think I need to read this. I think this is a rematch, so there's not a lot going on, but I feel like I'm doing Called Dirty though. But then it is what it is. So we have that, and yeah, let's start the show. I think I explained everything, so I think it's good to start the show. Hope I'm not making any mistakes. I'm so nervous right now. Like, I don't know, I'm nervous. Like, normally I just like record these, but I'm so nervous. Here we have, okay, I did not write the important for storyline, but I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Fuego versus Mayhew. Okay, this is cool. Mayhew retains simply because I want him to have a long run, and he has been doing good as like the unified champion. So he's kind of like my Roman Reigns at this point, you know. But hopefully, I'm giving him a huge push, because I did say this before. There was a time where I basically robbed him when it came to his world title run. So this is me making up for it somehow. So he picks up a win, and this is not the I don't think this is the last time we see Fuego. You know, it's gonna come back stronger, because I had plans of making Fuego the unified champion. So I don't think it's the right time to make him unified champion now. I feel like I need to wait a little bit longer. Tag team championship. Okay, what's happening? I hope this was not a ladder match. Okay, this was a normal match. Okay, it's cool. I'm saying that because Shawn Estrada has 2 matches tonight. Important for storyline, even though Spike Robinette and Estrada have been unstoppable in the last few weeks, there are no match for Gatsukura and Mustafa Vaisi. The Defiance exits the match to find another way to win the tag team titles. I did not write the finish. I think it's a count out. Okay, cool. So Shawn Estrada and Spike Robinette basically bailed, you know, because they were like, okay, cool, these guys are the big deal. So we need to find another strategy. So they're just working out of like a tag team match, just like that, you know. They're thinking of of another way of winning this, because they can't beat like Gatsukura and Mustafa Vaisi in a normal match. And this is kind of like me protecting the Defiance, because I don't want Shawn Estrada and Spike Robinette to be pinned. So they're basically bailing out. They're gonna get their title shot. I have plans of them winning the tag team titles, but I don't know when. But this is just like storyline based, you know. They're thinking of a way to get the titles off Gatsukura Mustafa, but not in a normal match. Not in a normal match. Weapons match. Okay, this one was just good. I have a huge storyline for Aaron Mathis Brooks, so I think when I put this match up, you know, I was just like putting it as filler, you know, because the title needs to be defended, you know, and I need to progress. I need that progression, I guess. So yeah. So yeah, but then he still has unfinished business with Brendan Judge. He still has unfinished business with Brendan Judge. So yeah. Oh, why did I make this main event? I should have made it. Sorry. I think I was good. Putting this in the main event. I don't know why I put this. But it's cool though. We have an interference by Troy Manning, right? So the elimination, Sergeant Bauer heads together with the Golden Days, which is a delayed reverse DDT. Shawn Estrada executes a swanton and goes for the pin. Geller is eliminated. Azofira elimination in Tenserio with the feint tiger kick. Tiger feint kick, which is 619. Okay, this is not okay. Yeah, cool. This is an elimination. Manisevi destroys Muhammad with 4 Samoan drops and 2 spine busters, then goes for the pin. Muhammad is eliminated. Danasis eliminates Jinpao. This is kind of me teasing a feud because Danatos and Jinpao were in the same ladder match earlier this year at Fatal Mistake. So this is me teasing a feud for when Danatos or Jinpao when one of them is champion, I guess. So we have that. Alex White hits Azul with a reverse shoulder break and eliminates him. This is another feud. Alex White has a long personal feud with Azofia, which starts from which goes back to 2020, where Alex White was supposed to be the face of ASE. Then Azofia came in and took the spotlight whatsoever. So I'm revisiting this feud. It's something that's gonna happen. Estrada and Spencer work together to take out Danatos and Alex White. Okay, I did say Muhammad is eliminated, Jinpa is eliminated. Estrada is eliminated. Okay, not eliminated as yet. Okay, Spencer and Estrada are working together to take out Danatos and Alex White. Troy Manning makes his return and hits Spencer and Estrada with a spear. Manisevi wins the advantage point games. So why is Troy Manning interfering? This is Troy Manning is interfering because he has a long feud with Spencer Van Zandt, right? So this is him getting like his payback, I guess. This is him getting his payback. I did not write the important for storyline here. Oh my god, I did not write it. Okay, cool. Troy Manning makes his return by costing Spencer Van Zandt a win. They have a long feud going on. I'm gonna tell you all about it, but then they have a long feud that was supposed to end last year, but it didn't. And now we're back here. I'm gonna tell you all about it. Let's just go to next. Celebration angle. Troy Manning, Alex White, Manisevi, 3 people who hate each other are on top. This will only make sense if you watch the last videos, because I did not write the important for storyline. But that is what we have. If you remember, Troy Manning and Alex White. Oh, okay, now I remember what I wanted to write here. Troy Manning and Alex White had a match 2024, which ended via where Troy Manning basically won the world champion, his third world champion. Alex White got injured, right? Alex White was out. Then Bernman Tag, who was Alex White's manager back then, started managing Manisevi when Alex White got injured. So this is just like some long story. Oh my god, some long story telling. This needs its own episode on its own. But yeah, 3 people who are in the title picture are celebrating, and then now going to the are going to be at the completion battle royal, hopefully. And yeah, that is our pay-per-view. Oh my god, there's just a lot to tell. And oh my god, you're not getting coins. I hate it. So I wanted to show you this. The Spencer Van Zandt and Troy Manning feud was supposed to stop here. Was supposed to end here, but then but then Manu interfered. So this is some long-term stuff, long storytelling or long-term storytelling. I forgot. I don't know how you say it, but yeah, that's how it is. So I'm basically revisiting this feud between Spencer Van Zandt and Troy Manning, but this time I don't want it to be a title thing. I want it to be like a thing where it's just personal. It's a feud. It's a very personal feud. So I don't think I need to make it for the title, because I wanted to add it. This was supposed to be their last match. This was supposed to be like their last match, but it wasn't, because it ended via DQ. So I'm gonna probably book their last match at Best of the Best, and it's probably gonna be their last time we see Spencer Van Zandt and Troy Manning in the same ring. So probably we're gonna add some stakes. One person has to retire. But yeah, that's how that is why the interference done by Troy Manning is important. So we have that, and this one is gonna be hella busy. Completion Battle Royale is gonna be hella busy. But yeah, that's our episode for today, and I wish I had an episode where I explained everything. But yeah, that is it for Advantage Point. There's a lot of feuds that need to be. I have a lot of matches I can set right now. I have a lot of matches I can set right now. I have to revisit this. I have to revisit here. There's a lot of stuff here. I can start building Dionysus versus Jin Bao, because Jin Bao is supposed to win the. Oh my god, this is a spoiler, but Jin Bao is supposed to win the Completion Battle Royale. So we have Dionysus and Jin Bao. We have Spencer. Spencer is feeding with 3 people from here. He's feeding with Alex White, Manisevi, and Troy Manning. So we have a lot of stuff going on. But then that is today's episode. Hope everyone is good. Sending energies from this side. Peace.